thing on? Okay, I'm back. This is your sports check. Oh, it's you. Again. Well, let's make this as creepy as possible. Now, before you start, I know. 2 months, Seth? Really? I'll admit, I got a little too comfortable atop the YouTube sports world. All the tough competition and all. But you deserve better. And I've been doing about as well as Jadeveon Clowney's Heisman campaign. Could be worse, you know. You could still be an Arkansas fan.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
Not one of my proudest moments. But it's still better than PJ Fleck. Oh, exactly. PJ Fleck is the new head football coach of the Western Michigan University Broncos. And before the season began, this guy was super pumped. Fleck, who was hired as the youngest coach in the FBS, had all kinds of neat ideas to bring in the next generation of Western Michigan faithful.
One of the new traditions that we have here at Western Michigan is we've added a DJ on game day, DJ Ilmix. And what we've decided to do with him is incorporate him along with the band to provide the best game day experience in all of the land, in all the country, in all of the Mid-American Conference.
Quite the task for DJ Ilmix. But PJ wasn't done there. He had other plans, including a foghorn to signal tailgaters and a controversial touchdown celebration.
Once the extra point is kicked, then Chelsea Dagger by the Fratellis will play. Now, I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan. I hate for everybody out there that probably hate me right now in terms of you guys are all Detroit Red Wing fans. But that's what the Blackhawks play after they score a goal. And it gets that place excited, just like it will Waldo Stadium.
I know you guys in Michigan all hate Chicago, but hey, I'm the coach, so deal with it. Step 1, endear the fans to me. Check. But then Peach unleashes his most intricate scheme of all, sure to strike fear in all Broncos opponents.
So when our defense is on the field and it's third down, we're going to have an actual song. For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica is going to play. And what we're going to do is we're going to have an actual motion that goes along with that. And that motion will look like this.
You know, when I feel like intimidating my enemy, the first thing I do is... Hey, I've been looking for you, punk. You keep on talking smack and I'm gonna have to... So watch your back! I know, you're cowering in fear, aren't you? Now, this is great and all, but how's the team doing? That good, huh? Despite Fleck's playing career, which does include a stint with the 49ers, it seems he's invested first in the fans' experience before shoring up the product on the field. The former usually precedes the latter. One of his first moves as head coach was to actually rescind scholarship offers to incoming freshmen for the Broncos' 2013 recruiting class. A month before signing day! What's that old saying about the right foot? Anyway, now Western Michigan is mired in its worst season in a decade. But wait, it gets worse. Heading into last week's rivalry game against Eastern Michigan, both teams were 1-8 and searching for any kind of momentum. Then Eastern Michigan fired its football coach. This must be the break the Broncos needed. And they lost in overtime. But it was on the road, so I'm sure DJ Ilmix and Metallica can push them over the edge next year. It's been an incredible year in football so far. But as fans, we have to understand that the football program builds the stadium, not the other way around. Okay, so we've already established that the show is long overdue, but if you follow the show on Facebook or Twitter, you know I've been watching from a distance. As creepily as possible. It's my thing! Should I creep? Yeah, just keep it on the down low. But the new TLC documentary was definitely not one of those things. Okay, like 5 minutes. Chili be so fine, yo! But I digress, so... let's travel back in time and work our way back to the present. Bruno Mars was announced as the halftime performer for Super Bowl 48 in 2014. Your thoughts? Some things should just never happen. Ever. But the Super Bowl usually makes it a point to throw a poppy, gummy bear artist in the middle of the manliest display of the year, so I'm not surprised. It's the proverbial marshmallow in between the s'more that is the Super Bowl. Not my best analogy. Chris Birdman Anderson joined Manti Te'o amongst the ranks of the catfished. What should be done? Someone get these guys a support group. Bunch of flower-loving sissy boys. Shaquille O'Neal bought a share of the Sacramento Kings, his former rival. What's up with that? Shaq is the ultimate DTMer, and he's probably the largest. You're doing too much, big fella. I mean, between TNT and your online video show? Such a unique concept. And Gold Bond, Icy Hot, The Lotion, and Buick. I saw you on Cribs, Shaq. You don't own no Buicks. Now I feel like there might be a small bit of Shaq fatigue and...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Please wait while we adjust to daylight savings time. Thank you, and thank you for watching Sports Check. Sup? Derrick Rose came back before you did. How does that make you feel? Never been more ashamed in my life. Although, I will point out that D-Rose hasn't exactly played like a former MVP, while I tend to stay in mid-season form. Condoleezza Rice will be on the College Football Playoff Selection Committee in 2014. Good decision. I don't know, this one seems a bit fishy, and fake, and lame, and a publicity stunt? Have you even played a game of Madden, Condi? Are you ready for the noise to be brought on you? The what? The noise. Hope so. You're entering uncharted waters here, Miss Rice, and you're doing so with no real tangible prior experience that the public has been privy to, so... good luck. It looks like the NBA is going to use players' nicknames on the back of their jerseys, but may only use it for a Miami Heat and Brooklyn Nets game. What? The idea was already douchey enough, but now it's only reserved for one game? Elite douche status. Weak, super weak. The amount of ego is truly suffocating. It's already iffy, but what are you gonna nickname the bench players? Waterboy? Splinters? Coach's pet? I know. The Chiefs are the only undefeated team in the NFL going into their Sunday matchup with the Broncos. Are you surprised? There are telescopes that didn't see that coming. But I'm happy for Andy Reid and Alex Smith. What? I'm not always bitter when I'm wrong. Alabama started out #1 in the polls and haven't lost yet. Is a three-peat all but certain for the Tide? Pretty much. Auburn has a shot in the Iron Bowl at home, but the Tide will still be heavily favored. Help us, Gus Malzahn. You're my only hope. Or Jadeveon Clowney might awake from his Heisman slumber. Not holding my breath there. The Champions Classic started college basketball off with a bang. Does it make you look forward to the rest of the season? Yeah, no. The Classic really only left more to be desired. The winners didn't even play each other. What? And I'm supposed to stay interested until college play during a month where there's only 2 top 10 matchups. What? Good one. Next. What do you make of the whole Richie Incognito Jonathan Martin saga down in Miami? 350-pound men are now complaining about bullying each other. Someone kill me now. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment below the video on Facebook or YouTube. Twitter. So, until next time, I'm Seth Hagan, and this has been your Sports Check. Later. Bro, I told you should have watched more Sports Check. Shut up, Richie.